and girls of the MPCW gaming community. It's your boy Mason Stevens here, and we're back with the Connected Franchise Season 2, Preseason Week 3. For those of you that have been following from last season to this season, you know exactly how this is going to go. Also got some news. As you can see, we have acquired Travis Kelce from the Indianapolis Colts in a trade I really didn't think was going to work. But we ended up pulling it off, and we're looking to see what he can do for us. Let me go ahead and share this where it needs to be shared. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Hit my vape. Go into this player meeting.
Please tell me, for the love of God, you did not get Barkley. Because if you did, I told you not to, because you don't need that much of an overpowered running back, because Gibbs gave you everything. All right, good. Who'd you get?
Well, traded.
Why don't you just tell me who you got, bro? And stop beating around the bush. Well, you have fun with a guy that, doesn't do much. He's overrated. Have fun.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibit.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
Right.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Jones. In trouble.
There's that
He's
man.
taken down.
Aiden
Flying in for that
Hutchinson.
sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Bang, bang, motherfuckers. Let's go.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
Oh, I forgot he's my returner. Oh,
27-yard punt.
you couldn't stand up, homie.
Return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And it certainly hasn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Here's Herbert. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Travis Kelsey with his first catch as a Black Knight.
Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have
Ooh, get off me, boy. How's your head?
I've seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
Herbert. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 3 yards out. And the Black Knights put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
There we go, Travis Kelsey with his first touchdown as a Black Knight. He like to see it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion.
Here we go, boys.
So now
Here we
they
go.
get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Daniel Whelan now. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Able to slither by. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before
Hey, Anita, what's up, buddy? How are you?
That time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Gibbs straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Oh, shit.
Stand up and
Thank God. Herbert, what are you
Last week,
doing?
I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
That one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Back to throw. Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Herbert now. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving... throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And It's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cut in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
What the hell kind of pass was that, Herbert?
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Hand off out to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Again, it's Gibbs. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Stupid fucking fight.
And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type.
About trading. We could have totally worked on something for a trade. Well,
Considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's running out of steam.
Could he just not have enough lead power?
Short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to.
Let's go. Good defense.
See his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jalen Reeves-Maybin. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
No way.
Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the game to count.
Boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. And Gibbs has it. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun. Herbert eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened.
Come on.
That's resulted. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, put points on the board.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's
you kidding me?
Downfield by Lazard.
There's a defense on that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. They'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. And some room to work. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we have reached half.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go.
All right, give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles
do
Davis. I'm
something.
Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Black Knights offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll run it with Gibbs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player.
No, 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 no. No. What?
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Turf toe.
On the play there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Once more, Montgomery trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. Montgomery is in for a touchdown.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3.
Here we go, boys.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a play.
Oh my God, more injuries?
Shaken up. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touch.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Fighting through it, he's got space.
That dude just...
5 yards rushing for him and just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Herbert. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Really, Montgomery?
Stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Give me that ball back.
Catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Skirts by him at the 35. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Now Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this to Lazard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Open man here is Conklin.
How did I not pick that?
The 30, almost to the 25.
Make it make sense, man. Please.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins down at the 25. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets
nice
this one
sausage
just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now, the 3rd quarter. Herbert now. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelsey.
Oh, my God.
Discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. 8th play of the drive for... They need 8 yards on 3rd down. Williams being motioned left. Now it's the backup Mariota. Steps away to his left. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Come on, man.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Travis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Back to throw. Travis. And Lazard's got it again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Looking to throw. Travis flush to his right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
His pass complete to Ruckert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second and long. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Back to throw. Travis. And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
This is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Travis throwing middle, and it's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's caught left side, Ruckert with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Mariota. Nowhere to turn this
How
down. He
is
goes
that?
down. Sacked back at the 29. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Here is 3rd down and 4. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Travis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he comes back with one complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they get...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 58 yards. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again,
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now they can't bring it down. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
and I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the
Alrighty,
NFL
ladies and gentlemen. What a way to wrap up the preseason. The very dominant Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you guys later.